The adoption of Resolution 2151 on security sector reform is the climax of the month-long presidency of the 15-member council chaired by Nigeria's Professor Joy Ogu. The support leading to the resolution was overwhelming, with about 42 speakers, including the head of the European Union delegation, and the constructive analysis of the current situation with security institutions in many countries. In the words of the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, the sight of an officer in uniform should evoke feelings of order, discipline, and security. He said that scenario is now history due to less emphasis on training of security personnel and the gap between expectations of what United Nations could and should do and the resources to meet them, stressing that the situation has contributed to the crisis across the globe.
Earlier this month, I visited the Central African Republic and saw the terrible consequences of disintegrating security institutions. I also observed the pressing need to extend state authority and ensure public safety and the rule of law. Today's discussion is especially timely for the future of the CAR and for many other situations as well.
Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Chair of the Security Sector Reform Debate, Ambassador AMINU BASHIR WALI, says the viable reform of the security sector must go beyond train and equip activities to incorporate democratic governance and civilian oversight.
Nigeria would like to send a message of solidarity to other states that have shown commitment to promoting SSR on the agenda of the United Nations. Worthy of particular mention and commendation is the UN SSR group of friends initiated by Slovakia and now co-chaired with South Africa. This group has played a commendable role in expanding the perspectives of SSR among UN member states. At the regional level, Nigeria takes note of the progress made by the African Union in its efforts to define an African framework for SSR. One major development in this regard was the adoption by the AU heads of state and government in January 2013 of the first continental policy framework on SSR. This represents a major initiative at the regional level to help define the global framework being elaborated by the United Nations. Nigeria is committed to work closely with other members of the African Union for the effective implementation of the AU SSR policy and to ensure its integration into the African peace and security architecture. At the sub-regional level, ECOWAS is also in the process of drawing up a regional framework on SSR and governance. The aim of this initiative is to enable ECOWAS fulfill its role of assisting member states to put in place early warning mechanisms and rapid response to threats to regional peace and security.
Member states agree that the adoption of the resolution will strengthen national ownership, assist member states' collective commitment to improve governance, and strengthen United Nations missions, especially in areas of conflict. In October 2011, during its presidency of the Council, Nigeria had the privilege of presiding at an open debate which led to the Council's adoption of a presidential statement on security sector reform. From the United Nations headquarters in New York, Joy Osiagwu, NTA News.